Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. Hopkins County Commissioners Court tabled an agreement with the City of Silver Springs regarding the Crosstown Trail, which will be located on the Hopkins County Civic Center grounds. The court wanted to see the location for the trail, which they did Monday afternoon during a work session. The commissioners determined during the work session that a different route was needed through the area that is often used for cattle and horses. They determined that the area would be a danger to pedestrians. The court will reconsider the Crosstown Trail item on a future agenda with a changed pathway. In other action, the court adopted a resolution ensuring the continuance of an agreement with Lamar County Agency to provide home-delivered meals for Hopkins County residents. They also approved a resolution ensuring the continuance of Indigent Defense Grant, a state-funded grant.
One of the most spectacular Christmas productions east of Dallas is A Celestial Christmas, to be staged at First Baptist Church of Mount Vernon in 3 performances only, December 8th, 9th, and 10th at 7 p.m. Plan to be there. Admission is free. Let's find out more from music minister Fred Randalls.
It's going to be fantastic. It really is. We're so excited about it.
Now, this is called Celestial Christmas, a music ministry production of First Baptist Church, Mount Vernon, and it's going to be 3 nights.
3 nights. That's December 8, 9, and 10 at 7 o'clock each evening. And we really encourage our folks here in our Sulphur Springs area, listening area, to come and experience this. And Anola, the point of this is, my motive for this is to bring as many people in to hear and experience this celestial Christmas. For the main reason is we want to share the good news about the birth of Jesus Christ. That's what Christmas is all about. So we're excited about that, and we want to share it with as many people as humanly possible.
Well, and you have some really wonderful parts and features to this that we're going to go into, but please tell me, it's funny to think that not everyone will know who Fred Randalls is, but you and your wife and your daughter have a long history here with music.
Yes. We actually came in here from Knoxville, Tennessee. We were called here by First Baptist Church back in July of 1981. That's a long time.
That's a long time back.
You know, and with Dr. Redmond, who was pastor here, had just come as pastor, and so several of us came together here to serve in this community. And so our daughter was 9 years old when we came, and we, of course, were here at First Baptist Church as minister of music and family. Jane and I were for 25 years. Our daughter, of course, grew up here, was very involved in things here at in Sulphur Springs, and went on to Baylor on violin scholarship. Natalie was part of the Dallas Youth Symphony, played with the Dallas Symphony a few times, which was enjoyable, and then was able to travel in Europe playing her violin several times. So, and I say that about Natalie because she's very much a part of this program too, which we'll get into in just a few minutes. But it's been a joy to be here. It's a great place to raise Natalie. She was 9 years old when we came. It was a wonderful place to raise her. All the teachers, that she had here, which were very encouraging to her and to us. And it's been a great time here. Though I direct the music there and minister music in Mount Vernon, I still live here in Sulphur Springs. And I was telling you just a few moments ago that we were here on staff First Baptist Church for 25 years. And then we, quote, retired. You know how that is. And so for the next few months after we retired, we were going to Dallas and Waco and Houston, leading music, directing music. Then God made us restless, Anola. This is not what I want you to do. So he opened the church there at First Baptist Church in Mount Vernon. They called me and asked me, would you come do interim? Well, interim's temporary. You don't even have to pray about temporary. So yes, we will. So that was over 10 years ago. And we've had a wonderful ministry there in First Baptist Church in Mount Vernon. Great people there too, as well as here.
Well, hopefully they will hire you on full time.
Yes, it could happen. It could happen.
What I like about talking to you this morning, Fred, and even before we came on the air, is that I don't know how many productions you have done over the years through the different seasons of the years, but you are very excited about this one. And I feel like you just have that kind of joy.
I do. It's from the heart. I love what I do. Have all my life. I love this, and this program. And I use that word. That's that really doesn't describe what we're talking about here, Celestial Christmas. There are over 200 people involved in this. That's the choir, youth choir, children, the people in the drama scenes, over 200 people involved.
Wow.
So it's a major production. It really is. And we've worked on this from the very beginning, Anola. We started this back in the spring, working out details. And the thing that we started to begin with, for years I've wanted to fly angels in our Christmas pageant. This has been something that's been in the back of my mind for many years.
You mean like fly, suspended?
Yes, suspended. We're working with a company, ZFX Productions, and they, back in the springtime, sent a representative from their company in to do a site inspection of our sanctuary to see if we really could fly angels or fly anybody. And they came to a positive conclusion. From that point on, then we've made step by step, and we are now ready. Equipment's coming in this week. They will be here. The people from ZFX will be here. Believe it or not, they're going to have to start working after worship service on Sunday morning. They will start constructing all this, so it's going to be exciting even to watch them do this. But we are going to fly, our angels are going to fly 85 feet parallel, one end of the church to the other.
So this is not just on a stage.
Right.
We've seen productions with flying on the stage. This is throughout the sanctuary.
This is moving from the back of the sanctuary up toward the front. They fly several times, and to enhance what we're doing.
Right.
We all love angels. We all love angels, and that's why we call this Celestial Christmas, the flying of the angels. But it's been a challenge. God, in my life, He may have worked differently in other people's lives, but in my life, God will only show me what I need to know at that time. He doesn't show me the whole picture. Sometimes if He did, I probably wouldn't go that direction, but He's take this step. So that's what we've done, step by step. And now we're here within just a few days of this presentation, and because of Him, He has worked all these details out step by step. So we're excited. I can't wait to see these angels flying. They'll be in angelic costumes, and this is so exciting. My daughter, Natalie, she is going to be one of my flyers, but I asked her several months ago, Natalie, can you play your violin while you're flying? And she said, well, sure I can, Daddy. Sure I can. I said, that's all I need to hear. She's going to play Silent Night, just her, just the violin, no singers, no other instruments, as she heads toward the manger scene with Mary, Joseph, and the babe.
Okay.
It should be it should be a touching moment. And I must say this too. One of our flyers is a young lady named Riley Keys, who's a senior in high school there in Mount Vernon. And her dad called me and said, Fred, is this going to be safe? And I said, well, I'll tell you, Tommy, all you have to know is that I'm flying my daughter, so if it's safe for my daughter, I promise you it's safe for you. So we're excited about her. She's, by the way, Riley's a basketball player, does a great job, wonderful young lady.
Well, you have mentioned Natalie, and you have mentioned Riley.
Yes.
Do you have any other flyers?
Oh, yes. Well, I am proud to tell you that Judge Eddie Northcutt is one of my flyers, too. Now, Eddie's a good friend of ours, and he's traveled with us a lot on youth choir tours. He and Karen, his wife, have traveled with us several places, different choir tours, and been a sponsor, and helped us in many different ways. And so Eddie, being a good friend of ours, agreed to do this. So he's going to be one of my flyers, too. The judge flying, that should be a scene in itself. Here comes the judge.
Part of an illustrious career there. Well, so only 3 flyers and elaborately done costuming just for them.
Yes. They'll be dressed in angelic costumes, some gold, and now Natalie says she's playing, she won't be dressed exactly like the others because her hands have to be free, and her arms have to be free, but they'll be dressed angelic, and we're just so excited about this.
Well, this is unique. It has not been done in our part of Northeast Texas before.
That is correct.
Through the music ministry of First Baptist Church, Mount Vernon, Celestial Christmas will be staged at your church December 8th, 9th, and 10th, each evening at 7 o'clock.
That is correct.
And 3 performances only.
Yes, that is correct. We would do more, but there's so much involved. And the choir the choir who's worked really hard. They have memorized 16 songs. And we begin with what I call traditional Christmas songs, like Winter Wonderland and Sleigh Ride and those things, which is very much part of Christmas also. And then we turn our thoughts into the spiritual music, and we're doing some great, great music. Some new songs or new arrangements of songs. How Should a King Come? Another new song called Be Born in Me. Just great pieces of music, and along with the orchestra that we have, and my orchestra folks have all played for me for many, many years, and
people that people know around here too.
Yes,
in the orchestra.
Yes, people. Kelly Fletcher, Gary Kesting, Dave Kirkpatrick, Jeff Smith. And my daughter she'll play violin, of course, when she's not flying, and others. And we have Mount Vernon folks who'll be playing as well.
Part of making up the whole of this production, 80-plus voice adult choir from the church.
Yes.
The orchestra.
Yes.
Also a youth choir.
Youth choir, yes.
A children's ensemble.
Yes.
And the drama cast.
Yes.
Your wife is responsible for that portion.
She's responsible for all the drama and creates it, puts it all together. And she has many workers who are so helpful. You mentioned a little while ago when we were visiting prior to coming on air that you would like to see what goes on behind the scenes, and it is so true, Anola. You're being a part of all these kinds of programs and things yourself. There's so much goes on behind the scenes, and we couldn't do this if we didn't have a lot of support from people who are not looking to be in front of anybody. They just want to help, so they're behind the scenes and helping. And even the flying of the angels requires people behind the scenes, raising the flyers up and then moving them as they move through the sanctuary.
Wow.
So many people involved.
I can hardly imagine how it will be positioned and all, but I just can't wait to see it.
I think our church is kind of amazed. The people of the church, well, the first time I told them we're going to fly angels, just immediately I looked out there at the congregation, and there must have been just immediately 30 or 40 people looked up. Say, how's he going to do that? Well, we're going to do it, but it's certainly going to require some overcoming some challenges for us.
Well, is there an admission fee?
No, it's all free to the public. No, we're just so excited to make this a gift from First Baptist Church, Mount Vernon.
And your pastor there?
Pat Pepper Purrier. He is so encouraging, great guy, loves this. He's almost as excited as I am about it. He's so thrilled. Doesn't understand what's going to happen, but who does? But he's so excited and very encouraging. Great guy with which to work and serve.
Sounds like a lovely bunch of people to get to know at First Baptist Church in Mount Vernon. If you haven't visited before, please do one of these nights, or go early so that you can go again if you want to take other people.
True. Yes.
So Friday the 8th is the first night.
First night. Mm-hmm. And it begins at 7, as you've said, but I would encourage them to get there a little earlier to decide where they want to see it. Because they may look at this and I want to sit here or there. So get them coming a little early, maybe 30 minutes early to get a good seat.
It sounds fabulous and over the top, celestial Christmas, and it is a production like you have not seen before.
That is correct. East of Dallas, nobody's ever done anything like this, to my knowledge.
Okay. Well, when we have just probably 2 more minutes or so to talk, you do music every Sunday?
Every Sunday I do, and love it. And the people there are very warm. It's a very warm church, loving church, care about each other, care about the community, and serving others is what it's all about. And we want people to come to experience, as I said just a few moments ago, to their Christmas. I can promise them that their Christmas will be more meaningful if they'll come and experience a celestial Christmas. We give opportunity in the service to draw closer to the Lord, let's say, and some will, many will, hopefully everybody will. But we know that many people will come. Another thing, Anola, people will come to a presentation maybe like this that they won't come maybe to a regular worship service, but this is a worship service.
Okay.
They may not understand it, but this is a worship service, and they'll come to this. It's Christmas. It's a time of joy and celebration of the birth of Christ.
And I also think coming to Mount Vernon is kind of a treat in itself. Darling little treasure of a community.
It is indeed. Wonderful community. We love serving there.
Thank you for coming in this morning and sharing with us. Once again, 7 o'clock on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 8th, 9th, and 10th.
That's correct.
It seems to me that you can get your Christmas spirit as far as giving presents and getting in the mood for shopping, but it seems like there's another side to the Christmas spirit that takes a special boost sometimes.
That's right. And this will be that. It will be that. I promise you it will. No one will go away disappointed.
Thank you, Fred Randalls, for coming in.
Thank you so much, Annelle. It's been a pleasure to be with you.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.